The headline seemed a little shocking, but when you think of the statistics and how unhappy people are in their marriages, it didn't shock me at all. So let me ask you guys this. Would you leave your partners, Cassie, you can get on this also, for $1 million?
Okay, Dr. Evil.
There's a whole bunch of different survey questions, and that was the first one that popped up. And surprisingly, 43% said, yeah, I'll take off.
Almost half the people.
43%. I mean, when you look at statistics on divorce in this country, it doesn't really shock me. Like, at first it was. I was like looking at you like, what? But yeah, it makes sense.
Did they ask married people or just people who are dating?
Just said, would you leave your partner?
There's no amount of money that can make me leave my partner.
No amount?
None. No, none. That is, I think, finding someone you connect with is more rare than money.
What's your lady worth?
Can I come back?
Do I get $1 million if I'm not even in a relationship?
How long do I got to be going for? Like, I got a question first before I just say no.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? $1 million. If I come back in a month or two, yes. yes, I would.
I think this is permanent.
Forever?
Forever.
Nah, $1 million ain't gonna do it.
Million?
We can get $1 million together.
Yeah, $1 million's like, honestly, in this economy, $1 million's like $10. It's gonna have to be more.
$5 million for you, Mo?
Nah, 5 ain't gonna
You
do
thinking of your last fight?
Right?
No chance, man. I mean, I think if you're really, really in love, then it's a once in a lifetime right there. You can't give that up, even for $1 million, right?
Would you leave your cats, Abby?
No.
See?
For $1 million?
For $1 million?
Maybe for 10. I feel like 1 million isn't enough to like be set for life. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like a lot of money, but in reality, it's going to go so fast. But 10 million, I'm like, oh, I could buy a $1 million house, and then I could put the rest in investments. And I'm like, oh, let's give the cats to my parents.
Abby, I'd eat your cat for $1 million.
You'd eat your cat for $25.
I think you do it for free. Don't talk about Della Bay that way.
I'm kidding.
They're just babies.
Would you give up any of your dogs for $1 million?
No. I wouldn't. Yeah. And just because the guilt would eat at me every single day for the rest of my life, and I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
Man,
From a yacht on Bora Bora.
Right. I sure am going to miss Franny. Same poll, 40% of Americans, I don't know where they came up with this random number, 40% of Americans say they'd accept $33 million even if it meant financially ruining someone else.
Do I get to pick the person?
That's the next one.
Fair.
Because 40% said they would, and 46% said they'd consider it depending on who you're destroying.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I could pick, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm taking down my enemies. I'm slaying my enemies with their poverty.
No, well, they're not my enemies, but there's a lot of people I don't know that I would definitely do this on for
Preach.
sure. Yes. All right. 46% would enter a real life version of Squid Game for a shot at $33 million, despite the game having a 99.8% death rate. Again, almost half would say, yeah, I'll do it.
That's one of those things that you say, but when time comes, you're not walking into that game.
I feel like that question is a very good metric of the success of a country and a happiness level. If 43% of your citizens are saying, yeah, I'd die for a chance, just a 1% chance to win 33 million, you might have a problem.
Yeah, I saw that as sad, because that to me tells me that 46% of people feel like their life is not worth it.
Yes.
They have nothing to lose.
Right.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. 48% would embarrass themselves on live TV for $1 million. Abby, you're trying to do this so badly.
I was about to say, I'm like, we do that for less.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to embarrass myself on TV, but I will put myself in a vulnerable position to fall in love and then maybe get embarrassed for, teeth whitening endorsements on The Bachelor.
I did this on live TV and I didn't get anything, so I would definitely do it for $1 million on that game show.
Same. I've done it for free. I'd easily do it for $1 million.
13% would do it for just $5,000 or less. Embarrass yourself on TV.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I think I probably would.
Yeah.
41% would give up sex entirely for $1 million.
Ew, what? No, that's way too cheap.
Forever?
Forever?
Nah, ain't no way.
$1 million.
No.
59% would give up technology and live off the grid for $1 million.
I think that sounds nice in theory. And oddly, somehow in my algorithm, these women have popped up who live off the grid. Like, they live in a jungle And like one is harvesting solar power. Another one was talking about how she doesn't take showers. She bathes in creeks, but she says she smells like a campfire. She doesn't stink. And I'm like, because nobody's around you to tell you that. But yeah, that for some reason, these off the gridders have started to pop up in my algorithm. And I'm like, what is life trying to tell me?
I think the better question is, how long could you live off the grid? I think we could all do it. And for me, it sounds fantastic, but I know I couldn't do it long term. But how long could you do it? Like live in the middle of nowhere, off the grid, no technology, no nothing. How long could you do it for?
I wouldn't enjoy that. I mean, I could maybe do it for 6 months, but afterwards, I'm like, no, give me to a restaurant bar or something. I need like a nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc.
You went 6 months. I was thinking maybe a week.
I literally had 2 weeks in my head.
I could not do 6 months.
No.
You think you could do 6 months?
Well, I mean, for $1 million, like, do I get to go back home with the $1 million, or do I only get that bank account if I'm off the grid?
You get $1 million if you're off the grid for 6 months. You could do it.
I could do 6 months. I actually think that'd be pretty healing.
Yeah, can you bring books and a record player? Easy.
I'm just gonna look at fan edits of Resand.
I'll just watch that Coldplay video over and over and over again for 6 months. 59% would give up technology and live off the grid for $1 million, and 15% would frame a friend for a crime they didn't commit for $1 million.
That's not a friend then.
It's the friend that ruined my 40th. Sure would.
Guilty as charged.
The Bert Show.